Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a bit of a relic here in South Pearl. And if you know this ball was very sought after when it was in the lineup. So we're going to hit out in the lanes, see what it's going to look like for the two-handed game. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first shot here with the South Pearl. I did knock the polish off of this when I got it. It was a little on the shinier side. So shiny balls for me typically aren't the greatest. So I do end up hitting them with a little bit of surface just to bring that window a little closer. So we're going to start at like 28-ish, keeping it pretty forward with our roll. And just seeing what the ball's going to give us. Throw it dead right. Yeah, I kind of expected that one. I threw that really far right. All right, that first shot was pretty bad. So I'm just going to locate it a little better, probably put my eyes in it a little bit. Only because I know with the Stealth, that's such a big core that it's going to burn a lot of energy. So I need to keep it in the middle of the lane so that way it doesn't deplete everything. So we're going to stay the same spot as we were at the boards. We're just going to pull our eyes in. So I'm going to be at like 18, 19, kind of keeping it more in front of me. That's like 19. And high flush. Well, not high flush, but high in the head pin. So that just tells me I can move further in with how big this ball is. I'm going to move 2. So I'll be at like 30 now. I'll play like 30 to 19. That puts me in more head oil. So in theory, it should not burn up nearly as much as it was those last couple of shots. And we'll be more in the pocket. That should be good. Yeah, so you can just see, even though it's a pearl, that thing's round. So it's still going to be a predictable motion. Like that's almost like a first ball out of the bag type thing on a house shot. Because with how much that ball is going to flare, like wait for it to come back and show you guys whenever my ball decides to actually come back. Like, this ball is flaring. I'm not sure how well the camera can actually see that, but this thing is flaring a fair bit. So that just shows that how big the core is. It's going to be very versatile in a lot of patterns. Off that shot, I'm going to say the same because that looked really good. If anything, like I could probably get away with moving my eyes a little right because we found where it's not going to go dead left on us and not hook through the face. So we're going to try that. We're going to put our eyes at like 18, 19-ish to see what it gives us. That was like 20-ish, almost upper deck 7, but still, that ball is just flaring so much, it's burning enough through the fronts that it's still gonna make its arc. I'm gonna move a little more left. It'll put me at 31. Ball is flaring so much, and I drove this thing to try and calm it down. I'll flash the layout on the screen. So you can just see that even though I have this thing drilled on the weaker / cleaner side, this ball is still flaring an absolute ungodly amount. Kind of hit that on the upswing a little bit. But like, that's the issue with the balls that flare a lot, is that they're just flaring so much, they burn up so early they have almost nothing down. Like that still kicks the 10 out, but it's not going to be in play for a whole wall. For a symmetrical ball, this is flaring almost as much as my Mesmerize. And if you remember in that video, I'll put the card up there. That ball was flaring almost the entire circumference. And that was an asymmetrical ball. This ball's symmetrical and it's doing that. But then again, this ball has so much differential in it that it's going to flare kind of no matter what you do to it. I dropped that so bad. We're not going to count that shot. That was awful. That was probably the worst shot I've thrown today. So I turned the camera off. I actually made that 2-8-10. After everything that just happened there, me throwing a bad shot and then making the 2-8-10. That's so funny that happened. All right. We're going to throw a better shot. So let's not just drop this one. Get it out in the lane. That's better. Sorry about that. But, like, you can just see how round this ball is. Like, it's a pearl, and it's reading early and just having a round on. It is not a skidded football. This thing is round. All right, back on a serious note. Yeah, I'm curious how many people actually drilled this when this thing came out. It was in the lineup for a fair bit, but I never really saw anyone throwing it. But I think this might have been a slept-on ball, at least for the two-handers. But I know a lot of two-handers like that skid and that flip. But I think that this ball could have matched a lot of two-handers games. Like, that's in. Like, that's in a significant amount. And that thing just rolls up. Like, it gives me a miss in and a miss out, which is something that we love to see. All right, we're going to move in a little more because this ball is, even though I missed in, it did kind of pick up. So let's test some limits. We're going to go 2. That puts me at 34 now. Because I did cheat one, I was at 32. So I'm going to rotate this one a little more. So let's see if this still makes a corner. Got way around that one. And you can, even with me getting around it, you can still see it pick up and then just, it's so smooth and that's a pearl. We're just gonna keep going. So I'm gonna go another 2 and 1. I don't know where that belongs. So across the arrows. That was language. All right. So that was, now we're gonna be at like 36. Move up a little bit to slow it down a touch. Still rotating it. Let's just see how much more this thing wants to continue that lane. I rolled that thing. And that thing just, that split the 8-9, and I'm almost at 40. Let's keep going. We're just gonna keep moving. We're gonna go another 2. So we're at 38 now. I know I drift a little bit back right when I play this angle, so my slide's probably gonna be a little off from 38. But so I just want to see if this thing wants to still continue down lane. Okay, so I slid 35. So I drifted 3 right. And that thing is still trying to come back. That's wild. It's going to keep going. It's not giving up on me yet. So, I mean, that one did kick a 10, which tells me it is burning up a little bit. So I'm just going to move another 2. So now we're at 40. I'm just going to get my hand way around this thing to make sure it comes back. I had to move up a little more, so it's going to be a little softer too. Let's just see what this thing's going to do. Not the best balance-wise. Are you serious? I'm lost for words. I have to see where I slid, because I know I did fall off that shot, but I'm almost in front of the ball return, crossing 22 at the arrows, and that just split the 8. Track, bring this ball back. We're going to up it. We're going to go 4. All right. So this is actually to put me in front of the ball return now. So I'm standing 44. We're just going to put our eyes at 23. Just trying to pitch this thing dead right. And I am I'm getting all of the rotation on this shot. Let's see what this ball wants to do from here. I swear. Okay, we finally found the limit. I slid 40 on that shot. So I drifted 4 back right. And that's what I wanted to do. So we finally found the limit to the ball. Lofting the gutter, basically. All right, now that we found the limit, I'm gonna move back that 4 and 1 and end it on a really good shot. So we're gonna go back to 40. Just sit right here. And just locate a good shot. That is very out there. I threw that to Narnia. All right, we're gonna redo that shot. So I threw that one dead right. So yeah, we're at the part of the lane now where if you throw it right, it's just not gonna come back. You gotta keep it pretty close to the head pin at least. So I was at 22. That should strike. And it did. Ball's incredible. This ball is actually incredible. I wish I drove more of these when it was still in the lineup. But as you can see, this thing is really versatile. Like I probably covered, I started at 28 and I ended on, I threw my last shot that stopped hooking at 44. So you can do the math, but that is a lot of lane that you can play with this ball. Hopefully Track makes a new one with like a Southwood Pearl. That would be great to see. If not, try and get your hands on one of these because, in my opinion, that is a very good ball for the two-handed game. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Try and get the channel to 1,000 subs by the end of this year to have a shot at winning a free Brunswick bowling ball of choice. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and we will see you next time.